Bro, you can still say you're a collegiate athlete, though.
I know. I mean, I can't.
You can still say that.
I didn't make the tennis team. You know,
I would have told 21-year-old, 22-year-old not. Welcome. The Heidelberg podcast is back again with the full episode. Chris, Avery, what's good?
Hello.
What's up, bro? You know, chilling.
Before we start, I just want to say this. Happy Independence Day to Ghana. You know, Ghana is 64 today. Yeah, you can barely see it.
I can't even see it. I realized I was a star on your
a little closer.
Okay,
there you go.
Ghana is 64 years old today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Independence Day. If y'all do know, I am Ghanaian. I lived in Ghana. You know, my high school years. You know, so love to celebrate. You know, the culture and everything. But also, my cousin. Shout out to her for tagging us. Francis, I love you for that. So it was Independence Day today, and she tagged all the Ghanaian businesses she knows.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a Ghanaian business owner, so thank you, Francis. We love you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
All the support, and we were willing and love to support.
Francis, I'll come down to Richmond and get your juice, and I'll put it on here and tell everybody, get this juice. It's good for you. But thank you. But how y'all been?
You know, same old same. Well, not same old same. I've been tired.
Yeah.
It's like you just wake up tired, right?
Yeah. But I don't know. It'd be like that because again, the whole school thing, and then
working. You still have two jobs, right?
No, I did not anymore though. But that's it been too much with the whole school thing. I would have died.
Yeah, I mean it's over. What 40, 80. I was bad at math.
I was working like 25 plus hours at that other job, probably.
Plus studying for school and
it been too much.
Yeah, honestly, and plus it's your graduate, studies. That's much harder than undergrad. So
yeah. What about you, If you've been, what you been up to?
Not much. Just living, doing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. My week. What have I been up to? Work. Work's been getting me busy. We're getting to that point where we're doing a lot. Also, I don't think I ever said anything about this, but I've been going through like a diet change and working out more. So.
Oh, okay. Look at you staying healthy.
Yeah, I had to go to the. This year, I've been making it a priority to focus on my health.
Yeah.
Everything that's been going on. So.
You trying to like get more like lean or cut up?
More lean. I don't care to be cut up and swole like that.
Walking around looking like Arnold.
Because I know that takes. Because I was thinking about it at first, but then some people, man, they be taking like a lot of carbs and like. Like that'd be cool, but I rather
depends on your body type too. Like how swole you can actually get.
Yeah, tiny people can't get swole, but
Yeah. So my goal is to be Morris Chestnut, Michael B. Jordan. Not crazy, but lean.
Definitely like somebody looks at you and looks like you look like athletic or at least in shape.
Yeah, it's just look in shape, look good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the females will start.
Yeah, there's this little kid that was rolling around outside. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a rollerblade, but like one of those bobsled things where you sit down the hill.
Yeah,
I think he's doing that on a skateboard, and I'm like, can you not?
What? And Sion, do you approve of this?
I mean, there's a helmet on and everything, but that little kid might get squished.
Yeah, no, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah, but let's get to our topics, of the week. We had a lot we could have. I mean, because the Black History Month episodes, this kind of stuff.
Those were fun.
Yeah, that was fun. we could have hit on a lot of different things. But Bobby Shmurda, free at last.
Free at last.
The meme quality has just been great.
It really has, bro. Talking about my favorite one is the I think I sent in the group chat where he comes back and he had like it's the scene with Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Thor. But he's Captain America, and then he's over there shmoney dancing.
Yeah. My favorite one was the Supreme Dream Dudes. They did a video.
The
dark skinned dude. He was he's doing the song, right? And he's like, "Hey, yo, let's get Fetty Wap on this." I was like, "Yo, I'm in 2015 again, 2014."
Like, I like the one I sent you guys. That was Bobby's gonna be the type of person to log into his MySpace account after getting out of prison. I was like, man, he has not been locked up that long, has he? So
it's been 2014.
Yeah, 2015. 2014 is when he blew up.
Right.
Top of the year of 2015 is when they raided him and arrested him.
Yeah.
What they catch him on anyway?
A lot of it was conspiracy charges.
Yeah.
So basically, it's basically he was associated. That's why if I get into the intricate, I don't want to get too deep into it, but like basically he was associated with certain people that were doing crimes.
Yeah.
And conspiracy is one of those weird things. It's like, well, if we think you're connected to it, we could say you were part of it.
Yeah, that's that whole.
I think it was like he didn't want to speak on any of it.
And, he didn't want to speak,
and so they took him in.
They took him in. They took his homies in. But one thing he did that is commendable. He took 2 years more, so his friend didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I mean, it's cool that he's back. I wondered. I don't want to talk about other homeboy, but I wondered how before when he was in jail, I wondered how people were going to receive him when he came out, because we've seen how other people, when they came out, the reaction. So I just love the fact he stayed down with his people.
Yeah,
that's a quality.
And people were so happy when he came out, man. It's crazy. It's like
Quavo, I think, went and got him on a jet.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that. That was commendable. But I mean, what do you think about his music? What do y'all think?
Well, I mean, like at the time, I used to love all that stuff. Like it was just like I don't know if it is, but it kind of feels like, I guess looking back at it now, it kind of feels like drill music in a sense.
Yeah.
And I'm starting more and more to get into drill music, and I guess the more I get into it, like I feel like that reminiscent feel of Bobby Shmurda,
Yeah, yeah, I definitely think he kind of was. It was a little different.
Yeah, No, I'm not saying like I'm not saying it's the same, but it felt like maybe a precursor to it.
Yeah, it felt like he was doing the New York version of what Chicago was doing at first, which was drill music.
Yeah,
then, right? It felt like he was doing the New York version of that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense to me now. Then
was it was he like one of the first waves or something?
He was definitely an earlier on adapted to, at least in like the New York wave for sure.
Yeah, the New York wave for sure. Because prior to that, like the original drill scene was like Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't make that connection until just now.
Yeah.
They were hot around the same time too.
It was 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
2014. So his version felt like a New York form.
Yeah.
But guys like Pop Smoke took that sound and made it something. That's why I'm like sad that Pop is gone, because I felt like Pop and Bobby Shmurda, that'd be some heat, man. Like, but
couldn't handle that check, bro. Couldn't handle that.
That's too aggressive. That's like putting DMX and who else? Who else is hard? I just had, but that's like putting DMX and another dude like DMX on the record. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, you gonna put somebody harder than DMX on the record with him? It's just gonna be too deep. Put DMX and then Meek Mill on the same track. They just screaming at each other the whole time.
Honestly,
I should have said Meek.
you sit there trying to wonder who has the better bars at the end of the day. You're just like, I don't even know.
I was gonna say Ja Rule, but somebody might be like, "Nigga, Ja Rule really?" Ja was kind of aggressive, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, that would be a hard track, Bobby and Pop. But speaking of music, we talking music right now. Aries Spears, he went on his little rant about hip hop today, and he kind of sounded like how I sounded 3 years ago. Sion can attest. What do y'all think? Because did y'all see it?
Yeah.
See it? What are your thoughts? I want to know your thoughts first. Y'all thoughts.
Chris, you can take this one. I'm just hearing about it now.
Okay. Well, it was more like, I get it. Cause like we were talking about something earlier, like you watch like all these shows like Rugrats and stuff like that when you're younger. Mm-hmm. And then like as you grow older and you realize like Rugrats isn't fun anymore. That's the kind of feel it gives me, like except in since like the game is changing and he just, like he's not part of it, he's not for it. Like you can appreciate it a little bit, I'm sure. Yeah. 'Cause I feel like he'd be lying to me if he says he doesn't listen to anything today. But like he just I don't know. It's just like I don't even know a good example. Well, oh yes, I do. Did you see? I feel like it wasn't too long ago, or maybe I just saw the clip not too long ago, where Candace Parker told Shaq that the game is changing. You seen that clip? Mm-hmm. Where basketball is changing?
Yeah, I think. What was it in regard? Was it in regards of Rudy Gobert?
I forget who was in regards to, but he was just saying, like back in my day, and she was just like, "Well, this is how the game is played today."
Oof. That's a slap in the face, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and I 100% agree with Aries Spears, and I think everything he said was spot on, no lie detected. But my thing with Aries, and it's not even a slight to him because I agree. My thing with it is, he's mad at the artist.
Yeah,
and I think he shouldn't be mad at the artist. He should be mad at the industry.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, it's just like they're putting it out because people like it.
Yeah, I mean,
but here's the thing: like in the 90s, there was a different way to put out music than it is today. In the 90s, before you put out a song, you actually had to develop the artist before he puts a song out.
Yeah, but you're also selling albums. People bought your whole project, if you will, versus, and then iTunes and crap came out, and now you got party music. Well, you get what I'm saying. I'm oversimplifying.
Yeah. But that's the thing what I'm saying with the industry change. So the 90s, you had to actually develop an artist before he came out. He didn't have the SoundCloud to put it out. Now, you can put out a song and it could just go. You don't need to be talented anymore to be an artist. So the industry doesn't have. What do labels do nowadays? Labels will look at an artist, right, that has a song that blows up on TikTok and sign them. They won't work the artist. They won't do it. So it's the industry, B. It's like he can be mad. He can be mad at the artist, but that's what it is. Like, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like it's literally what people want. Like people like we could say like we don't want this or we don't like this. Like they're doing it because it's getting them money.
But Chris, here's my thing. Here's my kickback to you. They control that.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, like we're feeding into it though.
Yeah, which one I'm not sure which one you said it, but it's like they're not making music for us anymor. Just people who are
that's another thing.
Yeah, but exactly. Like I'm saying, like if I hear I don't listen to country, but if I were to decide I'm going to go listen to this whatever country song, like I don't like this. It wasn't for me, probably. It wasn't for me. I don't. Maybe that genre's not for me. Maybe that song wasn't for me. Maybe I'll go choose another genre until I find one that I like. That is also changed from what I like.
Here's what I want to add to that. The reason why I've just been on the industry thing is look at radio.
Yeah.
Look at how that's segmented. They choose to play certain records over and over and over again, right? Because you said they know that's what the people want, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in different genres, they segregate it. You're going to hear different things. But with hip hop, they lump it all in one and they give you this. They never segment it on the radio.
Well, that's why, know, though, because I feel like because some well, at least used to. I don't have to really listen to the radio anymore. But when I used to have to listen to the radio and I couldn't get any hip hop station, I would be on the pop station. I'm not going to ride in the car being silent. So I don't mind if I'm listening to Taylor Swift. I'm just going to have it down low. But I remember one day I had to drive all day. I don't remember what I was doing or why I had to drive so much for, but I just remember I want to say within 5 or 6 hours, I heard the same Taylor Swift song 5 or 6 times.
Oh,
it's not just that. To be fair, you're right. We'll do that in a more deliberate way, but they'll still do that with their top songs.
Okay. I hear that, but what I'm trying to say is, hip hop is done that. They do it with hip hop more, and you can see it more. I don't know the pop world. I don't really know country. I don't know, but in hip hop, they just whatever they feel they want to push to the people, they push it. They don't ever segregate it. That's why you're gonna always hear a Uzi back 10 years, 11. Not even say that, but just back then, you would hear neo soul. You would hear R&B. You would hear hip hop. They labeled it urban music.
Yeah.
Now urban music is literally one sound. It's literally the drill and trap sound. You don't hear neo soul anymore on the radio. You don't really hear R&B, and you don't really hear guys like Griselda.
No, well, yeah, no, you probably not gonna hear them on the radio.
That's what I'm saying. It's really the industry.
Oh yeah.
And if you're constantly hearing, and these kids, right, who have access to their phones, access to all these, if they're constantly hearing this style of music, what do you think they're gonna make?
Well, yeah, but at the same time though, I feel like the radio stations are starting to play all these songs. Well, they're definitely gonna play a Drake or something like that. Yeah. It comes out, but so any top artists come out, instantly they're gonna play that song. But they're probably the songs that they're playing over and over is most likely gonna be stuff that they're looking at streaming numbers. This is streaming high. People want to look at this. So just being a business right there, they're just gonna go, okay, so they want to listen to this. So we're gonna play this on here 50 dozen times until we see the numbers change or something. Okay, okay, this song's not popular anymore. Okay, we're gonna switch that out of the rotation and add this one instead. I feel like that's what they probably doing.
I mean, that's a lot to do with it, That's because, and that's another thing with, like I say, talent, where they don't really look at talent, they look at what sells.
Yeah.
Right. So they will. That's why I say they will take an artist that has a big streaming record or a big cultural thing. They will never develop the artist. They'll put him out and then they recycle. They do the same thing.
Yeah, it's like in today's world, it's definitely money over talent.
Yeah. And
even if it's short-term money.
Yeah, and that's what Aries Spears should. Because he really was making a music argument. And I'm like, bro, if it's a music argument, bro, everybody's trash.
Yeah.
Everything you hear today, no disrespect to the dudes that do their thing and make money, feed their families. None of these dudes really rap. Aries Spears, if you're really looking for these dudes to really rap, go somewhere else. Just listen to 90s hip hop and 2000s. You're not going to find real hip hop being promoted unless it's Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
Yeah. You see, I feel like you got to be careful with that a little bit because, such an loaded statement where anybody can basically point out, well, they're the last generation. It's all about emo rap now, or just things like of this nature. Because there's a lot of off branch places that are coming up because they're popular, but they also are trying to get more meaning out of this stuff, this trap sound,
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just an interesting time. Let's see what people are going to do in the next.
I mean, years. I don't mean to like be, because it can come off as like, oh, Peter, well, you're too that. But if we're being real, no, like Drake, and it is kind of like the last generation. I can't see a guy that like really raps crossing over and getting accepted like that, unless he does a trap song.
Well, you also got to kind of think of it like, like how like last week and the week, or I guess 2 weeks ago and a month ago, we were talking about like how the evolution of music.
Yeah,
this might be the next step.
Who knows? Maybe lyrical rap will come back. Maybe who knows? But Aries Spears, my advice to you, brother, is just look up Griselda, look up RJ Payne, look up 38 Speech. These are rappers I think my co-host might not even know. Go listen to
I know most of them.
Yeah, go listen to them. They really rap. I know you stuck in the Nas, and the dude was talking about Big Pun. You think any of these kids really listen to Big Pun?
They might not even know who Big Pun is, to be honest.
Exactly. Big Pun and Big L.
Yeah.
No, no.
let's transition to the next one. Speaking of fake and what's real and what's not, Soulja Boy got himself in some stuff saying WWE's fake, and that caused him and Randy Orton to go back and forth.
Yep.
Honestly, what'd you say? Go ahead.
No, I was just curious to say, we all know it's fake, but a lot of the stunts is kind of has some some athleticism involved,
Yeah.
So I felt like he was just just being mean and doing nasty, hateful stuff to raise publicity.
I think, and before I get into this topic, I just want to say this: wrestling is fake in the standpoint of it's scripted.
Yeah.
Everything they do in the ring, it's safe fighting. They're literally flipping, and they're doing it in the most safe way they can.
They're literally not maliciously coming at each other.
No, some of them do.
All the stunts are pretty much real, though.
Yeah, everything.
But the actual like, I'm gonna go and hit you with a chair. Then they're no.
Yeah, there
are times they actually hit each other with a chair, but I mean they're not going to kill each other with a chair.
No. The thing with the chair, that's a good thing you mentioned the chairs. The thing with the chair shots, now they've actually stopped it because of concussion protocol.
Oh wow.
Oh, true. It's not padded or something. I always thought it was poly something.
This is what Chris Jericho said years ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He said they actually do get hit with those chairs and those ladders and stuff. So a lot of those injuries are real. And I know Del was hot when he saw this. I remember. Did you see his story when he was talking about defending wrestlers and stuff? He was hot. But guys and I know it's controversial, but Chris Benoit, he actually died.
Yeah.
And when they did, and his death is controversial, I'm not going to speak on that, but when they reviewed his brain, they said he had the brain of an 85-year-old with Alzheimer's.
Ouch.
The dude was in his 40s. So it is real to that extent, but I think Soulja Boy should have left this alone because...
Or explained himself better.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard the statement, rap game faker than WWE, I was like, yeah, to me at least, it was like clearly he's talking about the narrative.
Yeah, the scripted part.
Because that's why I thought he meant about the rap game too. Like he's saying dudes out here fake. That's what that's what I took from him immediately.
Yeah.
To which afterwards, one dude, not Randy Orton, I forget who it was like, yeah, well, such and such is fake too. I couldn't see you come to our world. And then the whole back and forth came. Then Randy Orton came in, the whole thing. It was honestly, I feel like it was just like a misunderstanding, and they probably. I feel like Randy Orton is intelligent enough to like realize that, but like just was not going to back down from that.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, this could be like in wrestling they call it a shoot, like they're actually promoting something that's gonna happen. Because I know Bow Wow was talking like this too, and Bow Wow always gets himself in some.
Yeah, I saw that. He said, yeah, they don't want me to succeed wrestling or something like that. I'm like, where did that even come from? Only to find out that he's actually like trying to be a pro wrestler.
And all this could be actually something scripted. Who knows? But wrestling is real. I just want to let people know it is real. People do get hurt for real.
Yeah. Those people really do be like messing their bodies up and stuff.
Yeah. So Soulja Boy, Bow Wow. I don't know, man. They'll hurt you. Randy Orton crazy too. Randy Orton, one of them crazy. No, if we watch wrestling, Randy Orton crazy. So you picked the wrong one to pick.
Mm-hmm. Because like at the end of the day, like people like even if people were to say like wrestling's fake, like people are literally like even like if the choke slam isn't real, like they are jumping up in the air and landing on their backs.
Yeah, like
straight up.
Yeah, like I said, they do it in the most safe, possible way. Like the tombstone, that could actually kill you.
Yeah,
that could actually kill. So Undertaker
that could paralyze you.
Yeah, that could paralyze. So Undertaker, what he does. He squeezes, like he'll keep your neck there, and he squeezes his knees in between your neck so that your head doesn't actually hit the mat. Because if your head, because there's one dude, Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, the guy who died.
Is that the dude that runs around spearheading people?
No, that's Goldberg.
Yeah.
Owen Hart, who passed away, did a reverse pile driver. That's like the reverse tombstone, and he actually hit his head on the what's it called? Yeah, and to this day he has neck issues because of that. So,
I mean, if I was making his salary, I'll take the hit. Just saying.
Hey man, Stone Cold making millions, so. But
is he the director of Google?
That's a good.
Just so everybody knows, we were making. I was ranting about how much people were making more money than the standard, individual. So that was the joke.
Stay tuned. Avery got that for you. But
yeah. In the works.
Well, right now, we are going to go in our sports section. Very quick, very fast. We'll speak on a couple of things related to sports. This is going to be NBA though. But who's your league MVP, Chris? Joel Embiid or LeBron James?
Right now, I would say definitely. I feel like LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah, and then not just because I'm a Lakers fan, but from the basketball I have watched this year, because I'm definitely watching way less than I usually do.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel weird about the league this year, but just from what I gathered so far, I feel like he's my definitive number one right now.
Definitive. That's good.
Definitive. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's a safe answer.
It is, but I'm going Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is playing. He's playing like Hakeem Olajuwon on drugs right now. Like he's averaging 30, shooting 42% from the fit, shooting 42% from the 3-point line, shooting 52% overall. That's Steph Curry type stuff. And I'm not even a fan of stuff like that.
But yeah, individual performances, he's playing out of his mind. But when I'm looking at like MVP stuff, I'm looking at like what the effect is on the team. And I was that 2 weeks ago where they were like on like a 4-8 stretch or something like that. Or I think it was out of 8 games, they only won 4 or something. I forget what happened. I was looking at stats, for fantasy next year. But and I and I noticed that, and I was like, huh. and then I was just comparing as you do, and I just overall the impact on the team's performance. I felt like LeBron was also.
I think, and that's always the LeBron argument. Honestly, that's the argument for LeBron. But I think you take Joel Embiid, this 76ers team isn't, doing.
Oh yeah. No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They still like. Are they number one in the East right now?
Yeah, they're number one in the East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like that alone, can't deny like how like pivotal he is to the team, but it's just like the pure efficiency of him on the team versus LeBron on the Lakers team.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm rolling with Joel Embiid for now, but it is close. I got LeBron second, but those Nets.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris? They might meet your Lakers in the finals. So what you think?
Yeah, and they just offense, bro. like they are literally like the if well, I guess I don't know if that really counts for this case because the Lakers doesn't have the best defense, but like the strongest shield versus the strongest sphere metaphor type thing. Which one would win?
Yeah.
Spear in this case definitely wins. I don't know who has the strongest defense in the league right now, but they're not strong enough. They're not strong enough to hold that team.
I'm taking the Nets to go to the finals, and barring there's a lot of things. Well, there's a lot of things in the West that's going on right now.
Yeah,
AD's out.
Yeah,
the Clippers we don't know yet. I think that's going to be a thing. The Jazz might be a team that you might not have to sleep on. We don't know. So the West right now, I'm still going to give the benefit of the doubt to the Lakers. So I feel like if they have AD, they're the team to beat.
As long as he's healthy.
But them Nets, man, and there's a lot of ifs. If Kyrie and Harden play to their potential, plus KD does what he does, if Harden doesn't show up smaller than mini-me in the playoffs and he actually balls the way he's been balling, I don't even think the Lakers will beat them.
Yeah. No, and see, like, that's the thing. Like, the only I feel like the best way to beat the Nets right now is let them beat themselves.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's because if Harden plays like how he does in the past in the playoffs, LeBron and AD will eat that alive.
Yeah.
Kind of like Paul George.
Yeah.
If Kyrie has a bad shooting night, we have a chance. But
then you're just playing KD.
Yeah. But if they look like the Golden State Warriors.
I don't know if that was even on purpose or not anymore.
It's been a while, though. It's been a while, but
it came out natural. I want you to know that. I don't know if you practiced that or if you thought that beforehand, but it felt natural, Peter. It did.
I will say this: it's been a while since I did one of those. But if they look like anything like the Golden State Warriors did then, where they're all clicking, it's a wrap. It's over, B. But yeah, that's it for the Nets. But what are your thoughts on the All-Star game? Because I saw the All-Star draft. I don't think we need to get too much into the roster. I wanted to get in. What are your thoughts on them even holding it?
I think it's dumb.
I think it's really stupid. And the place they're holding it at is in Atlanta.
Yeah, I saw that. That's give them some more reasons to go to the what was that? The what did he call it? The didn't Lou Will call it something when he went to that strip club? The
lemon pepper Willow.
Oh yeah. He went there for the wings. A lot of people for some lemon pepper wings.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. He got arrested or something.
Mm-hmm. He didn't get arrested.
He didn't get arrested. He got in trouble because he broke protocol.
He went to, I think, was it King of Diamonds to get wings?
Yeah.
And usually people go to King of Diamonds to get wings and then some. But I think it's really whack for them to host the All-Star. And it's very unsafe because COVID is still going on, people. And although it's a downward trend, we don't want to feel too comfortable.
Yeah.
I second that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Japan winded up pushing back the Olympics all the way to the summer. I think it's next year, but I know it's definitely the summer.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I just think the NBA should, they should know better, because at the end of the day, these guys, you have to look out for their safety. Is an all-star game really necessary this year?
No, it's not. And aren't they doing everything in like the same day?
They're doing the 3-point contest at 3 tomorrow. They're doing, I just realized something. They're doing the 3-point contest at 3 tomorrow. And then the all-star game is at 6. And then the halftime show is the dunk contest, which I'm not going to watch because it's a waste of my time. They have Obi Toppin and some 2 dudes I don't even know doing it. But yeah, I think it's whack. I looked at the rosters, both good teams. LeBron to me has the better team.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think Durant's team is more deeper, but
you saw where Durant took Kyrie first.
Yeah,
had to save that ego right quick.
Yeah, and also LeBron kind of disrespected the Utah Jazz. Mm-hmm. He said back in the day when they had Karl Malone and John Stockton in NBA Live, no one would use them.
You're not right.
I agree. People would have just used the Bulls or Houston Rockets or the Knicks or something. No one would play with them.
And it's not even like speaking bad on the name. It's just like they weren't the team you thought of being an elite team.
No. They had 2 elite Hall of Famers, and that's about it. And even the way they played, it was just pick and roll basketball.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
offensive Donovan Mitchell, like dudes.
Yeah. Well, when you said, because I just had a brain freeze when we were talking about the All-Star, I just realized because my brother and my parents, my mom, my brother, and my grandmother are coming tomorrow. And we're going to watch Coming to America. I just realized there's going to be some time. I have to balance the time out, and I have to realize, there are events going on. Mm-hmm. I just remembered. Because we're watching Coming to America tomorrow. And y'all should watch it. I've heard it's good. I've heard.
Yeah, I'm probably going to watch it.
I've heard it's good,
I don't have very high hopes for it, but...
yeah, it's sequel. I always say when you're trying to do a sequel to a classic, sometimes you should just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Especially if it's 30 plus years. It's like, can you really top it?
He kind of need the money though.
I don't know. It is what it is. Because if you look at sequels like Rush Hour,
it
was done within 3 years and it actually topped. I think Rush Hour 2 is better than Rush Hour. I don't know about y'all, but
I think for that, I feel like it was just mostly like a chemistry thing too, though.
Yeah.
Like the dynamic of Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, it's just dynamite.
It evolved. But we got something new this week. We've been looking around, trying to see how the podcast could, get more, I don't want to say the word juicy, but more funner and, us, answering more personal questions. I think the word juicy was wrong. I don't think Avery likes that.
Nah, keep it in. We keep it all in, bro.
I'm multitasking right now. You said, and I'm listening to you, and you said juicer. I'm like, what? I'm like, hold up.
We decided, we want y'all to ask us questions, and just see what we're at, not just in live, but give the podcast a little bit more pizzazz, go out there, and some of y'all have great questions. I'm not going to say the name of the people that asked the questions, but and we have more, but I have to conduce it to just 5. Our first question was actually interesting because I saw something about this. But what's the weirdest food combination? If y'all want to go first,
weirdest food combination?
Yeah,
that I eat.
Oh yeah, it could be that you've seen, you've eaten. What's the weirdest food combination?
Weirdest food combination. That's a good question.
Yeah, I got one. Well, you can go ahead. Any of you.
You got yours. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I got two in mind, but if you want to go, you could go.
Okay, so I tried a Moroccan dish the other day. I actually made it for my family, and it was Haria. It was pretty good, but the recipe required an egg, right? And I'm like, I never actually put a freaking live egg inside of my soup, so it was very I was a little worried for real. I let that thing cook longer than it was supposed to because I thought I was going to get salmonella, and then it didn't taste right because I poured too much lemon juice in it, and I was freaking out. I'm like, something's wrong here. I'm like, I'm sitting there Googling it. Of course, MedMD or whatever. It's like, you're going to die. so I relied on some older Chinese recipes for, it was a soup, egg in their egg and ramen or something. I forget what it was, but apparently it's safe. And I was like, I felt much better after I watched a couple of people eat a live egg, just drink it out of a glass and stuff. So yes, apparently you can put eggs in soup now. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I know the person who asked us this. I know where he got it from, but on the Breakfast Club they were talking about weird food combinations. And the reason why they were talking about it, because Sweetie, y'all know Sweetie, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had spaghetti, right? And she poured a bunch of ranch.
Oh no.
Yes, ranch on it. Like not even a little bit. Like she just poured a bunch of ranch on it and was eating it.
Well, I've seen people do that with pizza. Maybe it tastes similar to her.
I don't know.
I would never do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It was just the way she was pouring it. You could tell she just likes to experiment with food. When she used the bathroom, you gotta, 5-10 seconds. Yeah, 30 minutes, man. Just don't go in there. But
that's the earliest you can go.
Yeah,
something, man.
For me, I wouldn't know. I don't know if this is a weird food combination, but do you ever you're making eggs, you put cheese on it, and then you have your pancakes with the syrup on it, and sometimes the syrup goes into the eggs?
That's not too weird.
I don't think that's weird at all. You don't mind your food touching that's fine.
Yeah, but some people are like, how do you put syrup on eggs? Like I've had people say that's weird, but I think that's the weirdest. That and everybody putting hot sauce and everything. That was
guilty as charged, but
yeah.
I put hot sauce on my eggs sometimes.
That's actually not that bad, but putting hot sauce on a banana or some shit like that.
Oh no. That's strange.
Yeah, that's weird.
No. And I don't know if I had like at least in my consideration, I don't know if I had anything that's quote unquote weird. I guess I don't know. Like I guess like when you think about it, at least the way or the stuff that my family puts in gumbo, because we kind of put in basically any meat but beef, and we've got pork in there too. It's like we have well, no, that's not even weird though. Well, at least
yeah. I think with gumbo, that if you put in any type of meat,
yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, sweet potatoes and it was either coleslaw or yeah, I think it was sweet potatoes and coleslaw was disgusting. Sweet potatoes, and then it was sweet potatoes and what's it called? Not potato casserole. Well, whatever it's called. It might come back to me later. I can't think of it.
All right. I mean, that's just to finish off the cup. But the weird, other weird, food combinations is I don't like pineapples on pizza, stuff like that.
People like that because it's a sweet and savory thing, though.
Yeah, I was thinking anchovies or something.
Yeah,
that too. I don't know if this is weird, but I like spinach on pizza.
On your what?
No, dude, you're fine. That's not weird at all.
Yeah, no.
I find that weird. Spinach. Okay, yeah, I like.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff you can find weird. I remember, and it's also a cultural thing too. I remember in high school, my teacher said he had a foreign exchange student live with him, and he was making a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and the foreign exchange student was like, "You put peanut butter on bread?" Like, it was disgusting. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
it's all cultural.
Yeah,
it is. I know if y'all went to Ghana, y'all see some of the food y'all would definitely look at. Some people eat bats, cat meat. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah.
Snake. It's weird over there, but
I hear snake is pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I'm not eating. There's a say. Well, I don't. I'm a person. There's a saying: "You are what you eat." I'm not putting snake in my. I'm not putting snake in my body. I don't want those. Yeah.
I've seen some pretty docile people eat gator before too, though. So I don't know if that's true.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The next question here, though. This is another one that could be personal. So if y'all don't feel comfortable answering it, and the person that asked me this, yeah. What does it mean for a man to be secure with themselves?
I know exactly who asked this. I don't even have to guess.
Yeah.
I've been on for like so long.
But you said, what does it take for a man to feel secure?
Yeah, with themselves.
With themselves, like that's so many. You can go a lot of directions with that. Like you're talking about.
I think this question I asked this is
relationships.
That's where she's coming from.
Oh, it's a she. Oh, I thought.
Oh, maybe I don't know who asked this.
Yeah, then. I thought it was something.
I shouldn't have said that because now.
Whatever.
Continue, because this person will listen to this.
Okay.
So, if y'all have any, y'all go first. If y'all know how to answer.
Well, now I feel confused because I thought I understood the way they were asking this. Now I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go first.
All right.
So this question is, I know this person's coming from a relationship. I think to be secure with yourself as a man, just know who you with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't. As men, sometimes we have this thing where we feel like we kind of like can own a woman. Well, not.
No. I made that face because like I was trying to think of like somebody like that, and I've clearly known.
I can name a couple dudes like that.
Yeah, and it's like you gotta know like what woman or the woman you're with before you put any title on it. Know what you're messing with or know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah,
because if you're getting yourself into with a girl, and and you've heard that she's, whatever, know that. Yeah. Don't try to commit yourself to something on some real, like, oh, we're in a relationship and she's like kind of out there, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know yourself. So like for me, to be secure is first knowing who you're with. And then you could be like, okay, I'm gonna, definitely be, loyal to that person. And I know that person's loyal to me because I know how she moves.
Yeah. And like, just to echo you a little bit, like, if you're like, well, I can't attest to this for like everybody, but like, like just in general, like if you are at least somewhat understanding of who you are, because like you might not really actually understand who you are until you're like 50. And not for everybody, but just whatever. Like as long as you know who you aren't, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And what you want to represent in your life and what you don't want to represent in your life. And who and what type of person you want in your life and what type of person you don't want in your life,
Mm-hmm.
And don't try to put on airs for anybody.
Yeah.
I think Chris, are you?
No, yeah, that's
okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but seeing how this is more relationship advice, I guess, for the question. I think honestly, I think if you're in your early 20s, like less than 25 or even like 28, you shouldn't be getting married. You shouldn't be in a long-term relationship because you're still trying to figure out things for yourself. Yeah. You got to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet before you can like move into something critical with somebody else. Because, now you're tying your finances. Now you're tying, your health, you're living together. If someone gets, pregnant or sick, or, it's how you're going to like, work through those issues. And I just think people need to be able to grow a little bit before they decide how they want to be able to
growth. So
so they don't get sucked into themselves in a way. Into the relationship.
Yeah. So just to finish off the question, because I know the person that asked this, but like I think for men, and she's gonna tackle this from a lady side point of view, but for men, they go through certain things that makes them insecure early on. Like a girl cheats on you, or a girl you like somebody else that you felt like she didn't like, or you're also insecure of your own self because
I was about to say, just dudes be so insecure about anything.
You also have to think about our environment and what it means to be a man, and coming from just growing up, because we're pretty we're taught to be expendable, so there's a lot of us trying to claw our way out to make something of ourselves, and that's why we're so insecure, if you will. That's just my take on it.
And a lot of people are insecure about their looks, the way they grew up, they were made fun of and stuff. So it takes a while for a man to feel secure in a woman. Like I said, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. And I think it's just like you said, Dave, growth. It takes a while for men to actually be secure. Because a lot of men out here, and this is not to bash certain types of individuals, but guys like Drake, they have made it, cool to be vulnerable and say, oh, this girl did this to me. And I think I don't agree with how it's done sometimes, but I think that's a way that men, grow by actually speaking about it and, letting it out.
Because even another thing, as men, we just don't like to talk about when we're hurt. So it's just we let those problems just fester, and then it just grows into an insecurity, and then it becomes those spiteful, mean people.
Tough it out. You're a man. Be a man. Tough it. And
it's suck it up. You're a dude. You gotta get back in the saddle type.
No, I mean, like I said, guys like Drake have made it cool to be vulnerable, even though I think at times it can be much. You should be more vulnerable. That's a human. But next question. And I know the person who asked this too. And I know what he was trying to do when he asked this. But
I think we all know.
And this is honestly, if you don't want to answer, you don't have to, guys or fellas, because I know what this person is trying to do with this question. What are you looking for in a woman?
Now I do know who asked this. I do know who asked this.
My single dude.
Wait, Peter. Do I know who asked this?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
You know them quite.
You know them quite well. So, anyone want to go? Because the person that asked this, he has an intent for this. So, go free, or I'll just go.
Wait, could you repeat the question real quick? Because I was envisioning.
What are you looking for in a woman?
What am I looking for in a woman?
Yeah.
Well, just because I know who this person is, I don't want to satisfy their answer, so I'm going to leave this as simple as possible. And I'm just going to say, since I'm a man of faith, Christian, and that's it. That's all I'm going to give you, person who you know who you are.
When he hears this answer from you, he's going to be like, yeah, that's a Chris answer.
Mm-hmm.
That's y'all exchange. But Abe, you want to go or should I?
I'll just leave it at this. Y'all play too much, and I am taking a very long hiatus. So I'm done.
Avery has announced he's out of the game. I mean, I'll answer that. Well, let me say this. Since I've been in quarantine, I've been trying to be more private about my, so-called love life or whatever. I don't like stuff out there like that. I honestly think with the pandemic and what's going on, it's very difficult now. So I don't blame you, Avery, for kind of like stepping out. But just to answer the question, you know, from a woman, I'm just looking for maturity. It's number one. I don't want to deal with somebody that's immature and that's kind of foolish. That could be, you don't want to deal with that. And two, just like I like women with like an edge, you know. They got like an edge to them, you know.
Like some backbone. Like I'm gonna speak up when I'm doing wrong.
Type. Yeah, you don't want somebody who will just like roll over to anything that you say. You want them to like stand, like if you guys have that disagreement, like it won't just be like one sided.
Yeah, I want like edginess because I think that's what I've had throughout my the women that have raised me. They're all edgy. Maybe that's why. I come from a Ghana family. Shout out to all the Ghana people out there. They're very loud. They're very vocal. My mom has probably hurt my ears. I do think I may be dead. It's from my grandmother's. But yeah, I just like women that, you know, not like overly strong where they're just like want to control me. I can't deal with it.
You don't want somebody who's going to be like a dominating person, but you want somebody who can stand up for themselves. I get you.
Yeah, like if they see something's going, I like people that are ride or dies.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's it, you know. But yeah, those are the two things. Just a little edge to you and, you know, just mature. And then, you know, everything else, I really feel like even asking this question, you don't really have to answer because it's just like you have to be in the situation. And you have to know yourself and really have to talk to the person. I don't really think humans know what they want in a situation. I think things just happen.
Yeah.
Chemistry and vibes. So the person that asked this, I know what he wants to do with it. And I respect y'all for giving simple answers.
Yeah, and I apologize to the person who asked the last question because whenever this person the person who asked this question asks anything, it's always about relationship between a man and woman. So I just automatically assumed that it was him.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So
we gotta start using pronouns.
I apologize to you. Because if anybody else asked this question that he just asked, I would have gave an honest answer, a full answer. Well, mostly a full answer.
But knowing
I can't satisfy him. It's against my code.
But knowing the dynamic of y'all, I get it. But next question here, our third question. This is a good one too. If a guy friend doesn't like your girl, is it an issue, and would you still date her?
I gotta know the reasoning first.
Yeah, like doesn't like they don't get along, like they argue, or doesn't like yo, I feel like she's up to something. And
I think it could be both. Like,
all right, so let's assume both in this situation. Okay. How would you react?
How would you react?
Well, my fault. Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, no, my bad, Chris. Go.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I guess I would, hear him out and see what's happening. Because if this is my friend and like my actual like friend, not like somebody who's like out here just trying to like control my life or something or mess me over. Like I'm definitely gonna listen to this person. Yeah. And not say like I'm gonna take his word over hers, but I need to at least like understand like where he's coming from and to why he doesn't believe this is like a good thing, like a good relationship for me to be in. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I follow your sentiment, Chris. But for me, I know the person that asked this too, but I think if one of my homies, like any of y'all, told me a girl, it really depends who tells me, honestly.
Yeah.
But if you tell me this, because there have been situations where I have been told not to mess with a girl or to talk to a girl, and I still did it. And but I think it depends on the friendship you have with that friend and what he knows, what is told to you. Like if he's telling you this girl's, out here like that, that's something you should listen to. Like that's not something I think somebody would make up,
I don't know. There's some really nasty people out there.
Yeah, but
he's talking about like in our friend group.
Our friend group. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely hear him out. And honestly, with women, What? Sorry, I
No,
like
no, let's.
I don't like the way I don't like the way I said that. Sorry. I don't like the way I
Yeah,
said
I
that.
was
But
like, red
honestly,
flag.
honestly, with the way I've dealt with relationships with females, I'm always cautious anyway. So me, I'm always gonna play cautious and safe. So
Yeah.
Yeah. For me personally, I will definitely hear them out. I might take it with a grain of salt, and that might cause my own investigation. Not like I'm gonna be looking through somebody's phone or like trying to figure out what they're up to and like following them and stuff. But
hire personal investigator.
PI, yeah.
PI. There we go. Private investigator.
Yeah, but it's just like one of those things. Like it's not something you just come out of the blue and just say, "Hey, I think that something's up," and like you should like ditch them.
Yeah.
Like that's I would wait and see. I guess is that the best way to say?
Okay. Well, that was the answer to that question. Hopefully, the person that asked us got the answer they wanted. But last one for the day, and we'll wrap up the show after this. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be and why? This is the one. This is that's why I made it last. That's
a good one.
Yeah.
What would I tell young Chris?
Young Chris? What about young Peter?
Okay. If you want me to go first, so I look at this when this question was first asked. I like this question a lot because I take it back to like when I was
take them way back
11 years old when my father passed. Right, like I knew my life was gonna change, but I didn't know what was gonna happen, and I've been on a roller coaster ever since. Like I moved to London, moved back to America, lived in Ghana, and I've been through so many different things. So if Peter right now went to talk to 11-year-old Peter, my advice to him would be just behave yourself and try to, come to an understanding with what's going on and try to be more secure with yourself. Don't try to. And it's a tough thing to go to advise your younger self because your younger self is still a kid. So if you'll take the advice, but just slow down, man. Like impressing girls and trying to be popular and trying to be cool. No one cares about that when you reach the 20. No one does. The people you think are cool, some of them ain't gonna be cool at that 26. So just relax, chill out, and just behave yourself. Because that's the number one thing I tell them: behave. I had a behavioral issue as a kid, but yeah, behave yourself, man. Just because it was a roller coaster, honestly, and I made a lot of mistakes.
So words to live by. No, words to live by.
Yeah. So just behave and just take it slow and be more secure with yourself.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I was thinking about this illusion for it. That would have been a decent segue, but yeah. So since that window was gone in that timing, because I'm really upset, it was so cool, and I just like blinked out on it, and I was like, "Crap." Okay, yeah. So, what was I about to say? Yeah, I definitely would have like just been dealing. What was it? Yeah, when I think back to a younger me, I think more of like just school in general, and I probably would have like, I would tell myself now to study more math, like I imagine like taking a book and it's like shoving it in my like face and trying to like download it, but mostly just to practice more math. That way I would have been more liable to open up more to experiences that I wasn't like familiar with. Like, it was like 25 when I learned that, hey, you can do programming. Isn't that really cool? And you're like, yeah, that's really cool, Avery. Like, I'm realizing more aspects of myself that I didn't know in college, that I'm more technical based, and I like to work with my hands, and I like to tinker with stuff. So, between the programming, between the writing, and the creative aspects, it's more like, why did I decide, hey, at 17 or so after college, that, oh, I want to be this type of person, So, that was a weird, like, way to explain it, but I would have told myself to explore more things that you weren't necessarily good at.
Yeah, no, and that makes sense too, because like being realistic, like you're like 16 when they give you that college pamphlet, and you're not old enough to actually know what you want to do in life. And like you can have an idea, but then like you get to school and the majority of us pay like or have to pay an unreasonable amount of money to go to said school, which will pay off for decades to come. And it's just you kind of get stuck in there, because like it's not like you could just go back and like, oh, you know what, I actually didn't like that as much as I thought I would, now that I'm actually a professional in this field. So I'm just going to go back and, now I'm going to do computer science. Fortunately for most of us, it doesn't work that way. So
yeah, that's what I'm realizing now with this particular job that I'm at. And like, I could have like gotten here with a stupid, with a darn finance degree, and I was just sitting there thinking like, that's not even related to what I was potentially went to study. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
About you, Chris?
I think there's a lot of things, but I think mostly it's to accept life and live life, kind of, because you can't really control things. Things are going to happen no matter how much you overthink them. And no matter what you think, like life is going to happen regardless, whether you want it to or not, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was going to ask, I'm not sure, like, what was the teaching curriculum at, like, in Frederick High, but didn't they make you guys read a bunch of, like, really down-to-earth and just horrible books? Like,
probably. I don't remember the whole...
those ones that have, like, some type of moral story or something, like the Giver or Raisin in the Sun, or messed up one with Lenny. What is it?
Of Mice and Men, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. That kind of stuff kept me humble.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like I wasn't necessarily like not humble. It's just like I've just always been prone to overthinking. And so like if I spent less time overthinking and just like, I don't know, living life and doing things, I feel like, maybe a few things would have been a little different. I also would have told myself to stick to track. stick to shot put. And maybe what was that? Powerlifting. Definitely could have capitalized on that. Did not.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, now that you say that, I would have told myself at 20, how old was I? 22, not to do track. I would have told him to do
Bro, you can still say you're a collegiate athlete, though.
I know. I mean, I can't.
You can still say that. I
didn't make the tennis team.
I would have told 21-year-old, 22-year-old not to do, and I would have told 13, 14, 15-year-old to take basketball more seriously. That's what I would have did. But honestly, yeah, that's what I would have did. I mean, I felt like I only did the track because I wanted to compete with my little brother. That's it.
Yeah, and I remember you saying that too. But still, you can say you're a collegiate athlete.
Yeah, I mean,
I could say it. I could say it. Here's the thing. I could say it, but then when you go look at my record,
but
who's gonna look through your record?
Who's really out here gonna put up your record like that? Like if you told me you're a collegiate athlete, I'd be like, yo, that's cool. I'm not gonna look up your record.
Some people, let me just tell you, some people are that petty.
Yeah, some people are, but I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 aren't though.
8 out of 10.
That's fair.
Because some people got time.
You right. You right. Like
they be like, "What's your name, Peter Anza?" Okay, bet. Let me look you up right quick.
That's what, I mean, don't get me wrong. I met a lot of good people on that team. Shamar, I think, was it Michael? Kevin, Ghanaian brother. Shout out to him, Independence Day. But I met a lot of good people on that track team. Great people. I got cool with.
Yeah.
And
if anything, I should have definitely tried to get on the track team or maybe football team or something. For even if it was just to say I was a collegiate athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're not like Harry Potter, who could have been the Messi of Quidditch, but you decide to be a cop at the end of the story where you're fighting this dark lord and crap. Like,
yeah,
come on, dude. Like,
I mean, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't really take things back. You only say, yeah, well, looking back, I could have did things different. And we all can say that, but yeah, that's it for the show today. We have fun doing the new segments. We'll consider having more sports stuff. Quick and out of here. We'll have more questions. I think next week, who we got coming? We got coming, Chris.
Oh, we got Trippy from ATG.
Yeah, actually 2 weeks from now. Yeah, we got him coming on. We'll be a good show. But we will be on YouTube 3:15 on Monday. As usual. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Ha! Avery, I got you.
You did it. You did it.
You can catch us on all podcast services. When I don't think we'll be on Pandora or SoundCloud anytime soon. But
no, I mean, unless you want to listen to the few that we got on SoundCloud, that'd be my guess. We're not uploading there though.
Yeah, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podbean, everywhere. But our social media page is Out of the Berg on IG, and on Twitter is Out of the Berg Pod. My personal Twitter page is gone for the moment. I don't know when I'll bring it back. But Chris, you can give it.
You guys know I'm going to mix this up, I'm sure, but I'll try. I think my Twitter is BigChris_57, and I think my IG is Chris Kelly Chris Kelly 57.
Okay.
I think.
And you can find me, Avery, at on IG at capital KLOPA.
Yeah, so that's it for the show. Happy Independence Day to Ghana again. Stay black, stay woke. We love y'all.
Bye.